some cake.
I'll take the camera. You want to get some?
Yeah.
Everyone is going to go out that door.
Don't mind if I do.
Go out that door. You have to line.
Baby got fancy meeting cake. Anybody want some cake? Anyone want some cake? Yeah. Actually, you know what? Let's pass out some cake.
I think we should bring their cake.
That's exactly what we're doing.
Hey, what if we get the staff to bring this?
Hey, how are you?
We need extra hands to bring food to the students. Anyone who's
We wanna grab and go, bud. Got their meeting food. Hello. You were amazing.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Cool cake.
Yeah, right? No, yeah, let's
Make it seem like you have to simplify it for us. We're not simpletons. We're adults.
Right. Well, the cops are coming and I think we don't want the cops in. Fine.
You guys see a pizza guy? He's in the door.
Priorities.
Give us real facts, because you were not by the classroom.
You were nowhere near.
They asked us where the classroom was. She asked us where the classroom was. I'm serious.
Well, hold on. Please let her finish, because I wasn't there to hear it. I would like to hear her side of the story, okay?
I'm confused about why we're trying to come up with action items and not when y'all.
Yeah, because we're not getting paid as students to do your job right now.
No, we are. I made that clear.
Made that clear? Okay, good.
Yeah.
All of us are students and have homework and projects and things due. Have you sent an email out to our faculty letting them know? No. What's been done about that? Because we're all here on our own time.
Like, what are we discussing?
Oh, I don't get this. I don't really understand what this kid's doing here. I just don't think someone who steals from women of color should be sitting here in support of this. I don't know. You should probably get the fuck out of here. You know, you can make an apology and then do something good, and then I probably wouldn't be wrecking your social life. I went up to him and I was like, oh wait, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
When people who steal from women of color should not be here. I crouched down next to him. I was like, you can apologize or do something good, and then I wouldn't be destroying your social life.
One day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin.
Can you plug this in and find a good vantage point? I need to go get my boyfriend and my puppy.
The one thing that is most important for faculty and schools is that there's academic freedom. And academic freedom isn't something that you support when it suits you. It's something you have to support all the time.
No, we don't want to hear that. We want to hear
I don't. You may not want to hear it. It's the same as free speech. You can't choose.
It's the same as free speech.
Yes. You can't choose what you enforce free.
I also want to note that a lot of the students that are more visible on this campus, like Shamarika and I, have been receiving threats. I don't know if you're aware of this yet, but about this upcoming meeting, there's been threats about how we're going to be we've been threatened about how we're going to be treated in the meeting. So I want.
Who's threatening?
Just various students. I'm getting reports constantly from everyone.
That they're feeling threatened?
No, that they are planning to do a thing to us in that space. Yeah, and so I just.
No, no.
Yeah, this is not, we're sitting here
Tim, he was just
to do homework when I'm stressing. It's racism and anti-blackness in classrooms and shit. So how is that prioritizing my education when I have literal panic attacks sometimes, because of this institution? How are you prioritizing me?
So here we are this morning. We've accommodated our schedules to you.
So what I experienced last night is that it was not clear to me that I was welcome there.
These racist teachers have got to go. Hey, hey. And the fact that you deliberately walked out even after you heard my rant and rave and you're admitting that you heard I asked you to stay yourself, that speaks volumes to itself, because why don't I matter?
You matter very much.
How can you prove that? As a student of color, how can you prove that?
Yeah, I'm willing to do that. My concern is that I'm going to be trapped in that room. Can you promise me that I'm not going to be trapped in that room?
I'm going to be trapped in that room. Promise you.
Why are you scared of that?
What we need is for there to be a physical presence on this floor so that they aren't leaving.
But nobody here wants to physically hurt anybody else. We just want conversation to happen. So if conversation happens and you guys walk out of there and you guys read the demands and you understand them, that's going to help a lot at this point. So I can walk if you want.
It's fine. I don't need to be escorted. I'm okay.
No, you definitely do need to be escorted.
Alright, Wendy's coming down to the office now.
A few moments later.
I think we're just making sure that nobody leaves.
Nobody leaves? Okay. And Wendy. You guys know who Wendy is? You know what she looks like? I'll point her out when she's coming.
Make sure all those exits are covered.
Yeah.
I want to thank the students who were videotaping what has been going on this week because it educated me. But like a lot of people who were in the office that day, yes, let's thank the students for videotaping. But I have a question about my safety and everybody's safety here. Because as I watched the videos, and you witnessed in your office when a person of privilege was challenged about his privilege, and when he lunged at a faculty member who spoke eloquently today.
Don't lose your way.
When a faculty member or a staff member feels privileged enough to charge and use language that is inflammatory, threatening, and frightening, how do we make sure that we hire people who are not threatening or who become triggered to the point to attack somebody? And I'm thankful you did have your hand on his shoulder.
Don't lose your way.
Please clap.
Here's the way I look at it. If he was willing to do that in front of 50, 100 people, live streaming, what is that person willing to do when nobody's watching?
Give me a sexy body.
What the?
Lost in the night, and time I log in your sweet computer. Give me the password, give me your sexy body. That's the asshole who locked the fucking fridge. Yeah, that's the guy who locked the fucking fridge.
He's a lead cook.
Trying to keep the food.
But you're the one who locked the fridge. Because you thought that we were gonna.
I'm paying you.
You locked.
And you will once again be fighting for our freedom.
So you took our money, but you don't have the resources to feed us, which is a state violation. Okay, but you should have been working an hour ago. You shouldn't have to stand here malnourished because you don't want to do your $11 an hour job.
Not from tyranny, oppression, or persecution, but from annihilation.
You taking shit too serious.
The legendary Super Saiyan is motivated by a crying infant.
Why don't you go broil me something back there? The lead cook, chef it up. They sit here and 20 minutes ago they just told us they had absolutely no food to be able to serve us. And here they are 20 minutes before they close because their managers made them come down here because of a protest. Now they have to serve food.
We're fighting for our right to live.
And the nourishment of our bodies. And understand that we have already been here for an hour and a half and you need to make reparations for how you've harmed all of us in this specific instance. And yes, because that is $11 an hour salary job, you know, that is a fireable position and you're still not mandating any type of consequence.
But as the day when the world declared in one voice, we will not go quietly into the night.
I think everybody here would like a refund and additional meals through the end of the quarter.
What I can offer right now is for folks who swiped, were paid, and didn't get food, take the swipe off.
I have a question. So what are going to be the consequences for
Dan? Because how do we know this is not going to happen again?
We will not vanish without a fight.
You know, we're not safe on campus, so all of us is going to stick together and make sure that our friends were able to eat safely. They got mad and was like, oh, you guys came in here to steal our food.
We need extra hands to bring food to the students.
Who the fuck wants prison food? You know?
That's true.
We came here to protect ourselves because we have nothing else.
Right, because we walked out of the room and George gave us no concrete detail on how specifically he would help accommodate us. He didn't say, well, let me call the military base and see if they can help accommodate black students on their way home. Let me call the police that are on campus to help protect us, escort you guys to the greenery if you need to eat. So you blatantly disrespect them and malnourish everybody and deprive everybody of what they've already paid.
We're going to live on. We're going to survive.
We need somebody fired. This is an issue if you're not going to fire him, and we have this on camera, so that's what I'm saying. Whatever you guys think is like imaginary and made up, we can take to a lawyer and lawsuit. And
Today, we celebrate our Independence Day.
Enough students saying this person makes me feel unsafe is enough evidence that they make us feel unsafe and can't do their job. And I think that needs to some language in that needs to be part of the process. I think looking for this like specific like they pulled out a gun at this point evidence erases the other ways in which they can't do their job. Like it doesn't even need to be a personal thing. Like I don't like necessarily personally hate Andrea or anything. Like she can't do her job. Like at this point, not even because of her skill level, but because she's built a reputation of not supporting the students that she needs.
Seems to me that could be incorporated into our revisions of the conduct process.
I think what will really make the student body comfortable as well as this point is that if we have like really harsh firing is a big option for the police officers. Like I think it's really imperative for that job in particular that like if you fuck up, if you make students feel unsafe, like we can't have this like process really, like this long drawn out process. It needs to be like the job on campus where like you fuck up, it's a big fuck up, so like you need to go. We don't have time for like you to go through a training, you to forget your training, fuck up, make a bunch of students feel unsafe, have a reputation of making students feel unsafe, and then like you get more training? Like no, like you're done now.
Yeah.
Like that process needs to be harsher.
We all see the pattern. Y'all see the pattern.
We'll also look at the students who would be like wet students though, for what they would report.
No.
That's part of the problem is like it can't just be the students like in that classroom.
Yeah, but there's more students. Come on now, there's emails. These people are in here trying to wrap y'all up.
No, so what I'm saying though is that there needs to be also like a way for us who aren't in that class to report those.
There is. There has been a lot of reports on these people already. So I'm saying, why aren't you at the point of termination?
Is there anything y'all can do beyond the union at all? Like any decision you make in this room has to go past the union. I'd also like to, the way free speech is used is so dangerous a lot of times, but also veering on the understanding that like sure free speech, but like your responsibility is as like an educator, and like where is that line happening? Because like in all intents and purposes, you're like arming people with ways to defend their anti-blackness is what that email did. Was I confused while reading it? That's like what I got. Some white guy in my room the other day basically said some bullshit. Because I think though an apology is whatever, I think we've like allowed for like a culture to crop up that was just waiting for any moment. And so I think there needs to be some sort of acts taken. I think there needs to be a stance taken in order to like remedy some of that. Does that work? Or just, can there be, is there any way to word some sort of language about a commitment towards really targeting STEM? And a lot of this, like everyone needs all of this, but like
regarding targeting
sciences as far as like education about like these kind of issues, because like I know like one black woman on this campus is often like one or the only like black woman person in her classroom, and basically just has to sit there in the corner and suffer through everything. And like I complain about my classes, but then like she's telling me that like every single day someone is saying some bullshit and the teachers there aren't educated to do anything. And so it's definitely not just a science issue. There's no way to say that, but like if that's the place where it's like happening like the most consistently, I think there needs to be something written down that's like even extra emphasis on like addressing those teachers.
And away from a conversation about the white supremacy that lives and breathes within every single white person standing here right now, I refuse to shut my mouth and let white people set this agenda.
And not just assuming that because it doesn't make you feel good the way that we fucking say it, you are now those motherfuckers that we're pushing against. You can't see your way out of your own ass. I don't care how many unions you're in. I don't care how much good you've done. You can go inside and you can listen to the students and what they're trying to say, or you can take your ass home. I have better shit to do. This is my fucking day off. I don't come to faculty meeting anymore because of all your racism.
Whoa, 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 whoa! 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 Whoa!
I refuse to shut my mouth and let white people set this agenda. I don't come to faculty meeting anymore because of all your racism. I have better shit to do. This is my fucking day off.
I'm not even supposed to be here today!
Oh, fuck you! Fuck you, pal! I'm not even supposed to be here today. You sound like an asshole! Jesus, nobody twisted your arm to be here. You're here of your own volition. You like to think the weight of the world rests on your shoulder, like this place would fall apart if Dante wasn't here. You're so obsessed with making it seem so much more epic, so much more important than it really is. Us, we like to make ourselves seem so much more important than the people that come in here to buy a paper or, God forbid, cigarettes. We look down on them as if we're so advanced. Well, if we're so fucking advanced, what are we doing working here?
You can do whatever language you need to do in the legal documents and in your private meetings, but I think it's important when you're talking to the students to hear the words that the students are giving you. And so blah blah legal jargon. We've said that this is anti-blackness. We are the authority. We are in this room is the authority on anti-black. You know what I mean?
All the white administrators in this building are not the authority.
Yeah, and so I'm comfortable with you doing what you need to do in the privacy of whatever type, But when it comes to addressing students, I think it's your responsibility to take the words we are given to describe our experience and using those.
It's bizarre because it's primarily occurring in universities.
I also think there's a hidden reason for it being colleges, which is that there is real inequity in civilization that needs to be dealt with. I would say the thing that I find most troubling is the skew in policing and in the courts that results in disproportionate fractions of some populations being incarcerated, which has terrifically destabilizing impact on those communities. That said, it is very hard to attack the private prison complex, for example, right? It's a difficult challenge. On the other hand, the universities are a soft target. They can't defend themselves, and they already have sympathies in the direction of, a view of a radically different, enhanced world. It's preposterous, but it is also putting in danger the actual vision of a world in which race ceases to provide advantage.
Haven't left the dealership yet. Still here.
There is a scratch on...
Hold your phone sideways, you maniac.
It's too late now, I've already started.
Ah, let's start over.